Hey, fourth graders. Today we are going to look at an example of narrative writing. The Scary Walk to School. Goodbye, Mom, Sarah and I said as we walked out of the kitchen door. We held hands, swinging and skipping. I could feel Mom's eyes watching me as I walked out the door. Don't worry, Mom. We'll be fine, I said. She smiled, but I could tell she was a little nervous for us to be walking by ourselves. Sarah and I walked down the pathway to the sidewalk. Are you excited for your first day of school, Sarah? I asked. She smiled and said yes. I held Sarah's hand very tight. I'll show you the way, I said. I was proud to be walking my sister by myself. We walked down the sidewalk. We passed big trees and a garden. Just then I heard a growl and saw a dog walking down the street. I didn't see its owner anywhere. It was big and fierce looking, with long, sharp teeth. Grrr, it growled. I didn't want Sarah to get scared. Sarah grabbed my hand tighter. My hands started to get sweaty. I'm scared, Julie, she cried. Grrr, the dog stepped closer. It was as big as a pony with red eyes and huge teeth. Be brave, I said to myself. I grabbed Sarah's hand and shouted, Run! We took off down the road as fast as we could. We could hear the dog behind us. We ran faster and faster. I thought we would never get to school. After a while, we saw the red doors of the school. We were almost there. Come on, I said, dragging Sarah along. We reached the steps of the school and saw that Mrs. Crowley was holding the door open for us. We jumped in the doorway and almost fell to the ground. I felt like I couldn't breathe. We made it, I said to Sarah. Inside, I felt proud. We were safe. I gave Sarah a high five and we both smiled. Now, the writer of this wrote a beginning that shows what is happening and where, helping immerse the reader in the world of the story. This writer also showed why characters do things by including their thinking. The writer used paragraphs. Here's the end of paragraph and a paragraph to separate the different parts of the story or to show when something new, when a new person was speaking. The story is written bit by bit with some important parts going slowly and others more quickly. The writer also stretched out the heart of the story using action, lots and lots of dialogue, internal thinking, and feelings. The writer included very specific and precise details about, and they used figurative language, like similes and metaphors, and they used an onomatopoeia right here when they said the dog grrr, it growled. That's an onomatopoeia, a sound word. The writer's ending connects to the beginning and the middle of the story. She used action and dialogue and a final feeling to bring the story to a close. Okay, when the writing was long, complex sentences, the writer used punctuation, which were commas, to make them clear and correct. The writer used words and phrases to show the passing of time and transition words. For example, just then, suddenly, after a while, or a little later. And last, the writer maintained a storytelling voice throughout, conveying the emotion or tone of the story through description, phrasing, and lots of dialogue.